Obviously very excited for this game. I think it's a good challenge for us away from home against almost a new team. No, Houston have changed a lot. It's a place that I obviously know well and always keep a great memory from being here. But they have some of our former players. They've recruited really well. Fabrice is doing a great job. So very excited to come here to play the game. Hopefully, it's an exciting game for the fans and one that we can grab the 3 points from, no?
If you have a question for Juan, hit the raise your hand function. I'm gonna guess Jenna has a question. Pardeep, go ahead.
Hey, just wanted to touch on something that happened earlier this week. You obviously signed Gayse, and I think somebody's gonna need to tell me how to pronounce that. I might have gotten it wrong, but can you talk about what went into that move and what do you think she'll add to the team?
Yeah, obviously, Case is a player with a lot of experience at the international level. He's a player that we know really well, even from her times in Madrid, where I competed against her a few times before she went to Barcelona. She is obviously an international player from Brazil. I think we're trying to like we're trying to strengthen the roster and also to add a little bit more experience into it. I think at the moment we have 6 or 7 players that are rookies or new to the pro world. So I think that's also gonna take some time for some of these players to be ready to compete and perform at the highest level. So for us, adding someone, world class talent like Gaze, I think it's said Gaze in Portuguese. In Spanish we call it Geise. But I think it's Jace. That's the right way to say it. So yeah, very excited for her. She just landed in the US and hopefully she can be with us very soon. No,
So probably not tomorrow.
probably not tomorrow.
Okay.
Sean, go ahead. Sean McCaffrey.
Thank you for taking the time, Coach.
Always a pleasure.
Thank you. It's almost as if you're playing Gotham FC light. They have almost half a dozen of your past players, not all from your term. Do you think that gives either you the upper hand in knowing so many of their players, or them having the upper hand in knowing not only your system for the players of last year, of course, each year you change a bit, but also your players?
I think in football, yes, as you said, you can look at it both ways. I think they obviously have a lot of players in the roster from when I was here. They also obviously signed Yas and Delaney, who are players that have been with us for a long time. So yeah, I think it works both ways. So it will be down to who is able to play and perform better on the day, and very very excited for it. So. At the moment, to be honest with you, Sean, I can't tell you if it will be better for us or for them. Hopefully, it's for us, and we can win the game. No.
Jenna, go ahead.
Thank you for taking the time, Coach. Not the best start for the team, a draw and a loss. So how, do you feel pressure to, pick up all 3 points, get your first one of the season? Is there any kind of, thought with picking up the first win and getting all 3 points?
Yeah, not really pressured. I think for us, it's about always the next game, and we think that we are progressing how we want to. We know that at the moment is gonna be a new process, it's a new team, and I think we were very happy with some of the aspects from our last game compared to the first one, especially playing a team like Orlando. I think some of the data that came out of that game, it was the lowest expected goals that they've had, I think, since Seb took the team over in open play, and we were very unfortunate in that game, obviously with the own goal, then the penalty. So, I think for us it's always the same. It's about trusting the process, trusting who we are. That's what makes us successful the last couple of years, and that's what we do. I think we just need a little bit of time to keep building the blocks. The players have been working fantastically well, and it's the same pressure every day since I took this job, or since I've been working on this job. I've always, prepared every game to the best of my ability with my staff, with the players, and we go on the pitch to give 200%. Normally, luckily, we've been able to win a lot of games. Then obviously the last two we weren't able to win, but it's part of I think we're happy with how the process is going.
Absolutely. And just wanted to ask about Jess Silva. I know she's been on the injury list with her eye. Is she all right? Might we see her this week?
Yeah, she's progressing. We've been a bit obviously unfortunate with certain situations. It was a ball that it wasn't even a direct impact. It was more like it was spinning and it kind of, hurt her eye. So she's still not fully recovered. She's already training a little bit with the team and, but non-contact, it's something that we want to be very careful. The medical team is doing a fantastic job with her. So at the moment, she won't be here.
All right, we have time for one more. Peyton, go ahead.
Hi, Juan. Thank you for your time this morning. I was wondering, now you're a couple weeks into the season, just how kind of the rookies have integrated, how things are going now that everything's underway in the adjustment period.
Yeah, they've done fantastically well. I think you could see, I think we've had already all of them, I would say, apart from Ryan, have already enjoyed some minutes, if not some starts. Like maybe Stella is the one that still needs to play, which is not a rookie, considered rookie from America, obviously, but like is still a young player new to the pro world. And it will take some time, but I think we can say, like we can see last week we had two of them starting the game on Lily and Sarah. They've done fantastically well. Kaya coming into the game. I think Mac on the first day. I think they're doing a really really good job to integrate to the team, to integrate into the pro world, to be ready to compete and play. Obviously, it takes some time to be even more effective, but so far I am super happy with them on and off the pitch. They've been great, and they are really doing everything they can to help the team, and the rest of the team is really doing everything they can to support them into this difficult step in their career. So, and exciting. So I think the future is definitely bright for them.
I think the team's excited to match up against Houston. I think we've looked at some film this week and we're excited to get back out there and build off our last two performances and hopefully get a win.
Sean, go ahead.
Thank you both for your time today. What unique challenges do you feel that Houston present that Orlando did not? So they don't have necessarily the star power of Marta and a few others, but they do have a very strong team as a whole.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's still early in the season, and I think we're just going to build off our last two performances, from film this week. We know they have a lot of similarities to some aspects of both Orlando and Seattle. So we're going to use, our mistakes and also the things we did well in those games to build off that and to continue to work and progress, the way that we want to play. We focus a lot on, being ourselves and playing how we feel.
Hardeep, go ahead.
Hi, this is for either one of you, but there's been a lot of talk about how Houston is different or a lot different than they were last year. That's kind of not unique to the NWSL. So what is it like for all of you to play against teams that have changed so dramatically over the course of the off season?
I think it's the nature of the game, and I think it's really just about each week going into a game, you don't know who's going to be available in general. So I think just going over the film and then the day of the game, whoever's going to be on the lineup, you just attack it, go with your best foot forward, and we can get all the film prepared on who's going to play and who's on the team. But I think ultimately it's about focusing on ourselves, and I think we do a really good job about that.
And just following up a little bit off that, this question is for both of you, but Nealy did say you were focusing on the stuff that you've done well so far this season. I'm curious what that assessment has been so far. What do you think? What do you think the team's strengths are, even though it's only still so early in the season?
Yeah, I think for being 2 games in, we have good build outs, in our first couple phases of the game. And I think, getting more connected higher up the field is going to be important and within the midfield as well. I think defensively we've been pretty structured, top down. So yeah, just continuing to build on those things and edit a few fine details. Yeah, but it's early in the season, so we're excited to see where this team can go.
Thanks.
Jenna, go ahead.
Thank you. Taryn, this one is for you. So I know in 2023, obviously you had your season ending injury. Last year you were coming back from that. So going into this season, just kind of how are you feeling? What are some of your goals? You know, what are you kind of expecting for yourself this year?
I think I'm just like, because I've been through some adversity, I think I'm just grateful for any opportunities I get and just ready to, like, when my name is called, to try and help the team the best I can. I've learned being a professional athlete to not think too far in advance, so I just take it practice by practice, game by game. In terms of goals, I'm just looking to get better and continue growing.
Absolutely. And going into this match, obviously you guys are looking to pick up your first win. So just kind of how's the team feeling and hoping to get all 3 points for the first time this season?
Yeah, I think we're super excited, like I said. I think this group is really special, both on and off the field. We're close on and off the field, and everyone's pushing in the same direction. Like, you can just tell there's this abstract feeling like everyone wants to win and is going to do anything they can for the girl next to them. So I think that's really special, and it draws an excitement out of each and every one of us.
Absolutely. Good. Best of luck this weekend.
Thank you.
Thank you.